Okay, so Abhishek, please jot down your topics. First is global warming. Second is nuclear weapon. Third is T20 cricket. Fourth is terrorism. Let me repeat. First is global warming. Second is nuclear weapons. Third is T20 cricket. Fourth is terrorism. I'm giving you 3 minutes to prepare for it. I mean, choose one and prepare for it.
Okay, ma'am.
Your time starts now.
Shweta?
Yes, Sagar.
Yeah, till that time we can have a short introduction, no? Like we have in the SSB. It would be a kind of practice.
You want short introduction?
Yeah,
Can we have it at the end of session?
like we have 3 minutes spare, no? That's why I was saying that we can have a small introduction for each and every person.
Okay, so you can start with it if you want. Wait, Sagar. I think we should have it at the very end because right now recording is going on. So let's limit it to the lecturette itself.
Ma'am, can I start?
Uh, Wait a minute, Abhishek. You have 2 more minutes. So if you want to prepare, you can. Otherwise, you can start.
Ma'am, I will prepare.
Okay.
Ma'am, can I start?
Yes, Abhishek. Please start. 3 minutes are over.
My name is Abhishek Kumar Sharma, and my today's topic is T20 cricket. I have chosen this T20 cricket because it is very close to my heart. And let me take you to the history before the talking about the T20 cricket. In the early 1940s and 1950s, the three-day cricket or Test cricket was more famous than the T20 cricket because in that cricket there are more technique is used, and at that point of time they enjoyed this watching the Test cricket as compared to the T20 cricket. At that point of time, no one is aware about the white ball cricket. But today, in today's scenario, after the early 2000, the white ball cricket became more famous. And even today, we have the pink ball cricket even. And from the early 2000, the white ball cricket has made it grip over uh, this game because of the simple reasons. Because after 2000, the industrialization started, and everyone has very less amount of time to enjoy the same game which they used to enjoy after watching 3 days of cricket. So that's why this white ball cricket became more famous and more competitive because the players were more confident because they now don't have to think about the 3 days of match. Instead, they have to just think about the 20-over cricket. So they can play more freely. The quality of the bats improved, so they can hit more long sixes. And this is the enjoyable part for the audiences. And let me tell you, cricket is the second most watched sports after the soccer, and the cricket audience is limited. It has more scope to spread in the Europe region, and I am sure that T20 cricket will make it grip uh, and succeed the soccer. And if I want to quote some fact, the BCCI alone makes 2,000 crore rupees from the T20 and 50-50 cricket. So that's why T20 cricket is more better as compared to Test cricket. Yes, Test cricket has its own strengths and weaknesses, but in today's scenario, T20 cricket has emerged as a new cricket, new form of cricket, just because of the simple reason it's more enjoyable and less time consuming, and we can enjoy ourselves in 4 hours of match that we would have enjoyed in the 3 days of match. Thank you.
Manthan, Manthan, are you there? Please
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
on your camera
yeah,
before
yeah,
speaking. Yes.
yeah. Wait a second. Okay, so I can start.
Yes, your time starts now.
Good evening, friends. I am Manthan, and today I am going to speak on CPEC, which is China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Friends, basically, CPEC is an initiative taken by Chinese government in which it includes energy, and okay, so the CPEC is a road which connects China with Pakistan, direct connection with China and Pakistan, rather than the trade which was going from the Arabian Sea and through Pakistan. It will be directly done by the road. So CPEC comes under the project of BRI, that is Belt and Road Initiative. So it is also known as the Silk Route of 21st century. This initiative was started 2000 years ago. 2000 years ago by the Young Dynasty when they ruled China. But now in 2023, the president of China, Xi Jinping, has brought this under his agenda. That is CPEC. Through CPEC, there would be possibilities of growing economy of Pakistan as well as China. For example, if there is a highway between China and Pakistan, then obviously there will be greater infrastructure alongside the roads also. So now we will discuss what is the cost of CPEC. So CPEC is the total cost of CPEC is $60 billion, from which 40 to $50 billion have been used in so far from China, but the accurate price is not consolidated by the China till yet. Friends, now we will discuss. what are its geopolitical aspects. So as if we'll see, China is investing a heavy number of money in Pakistan for CPEC initiative. So it leads to the greater economic imperialism. Imperialism means the stronger country controls the weaker country. For example, if we'll take our neighboring countries, that is China, Sri Lanka, and Pakistan. Uh, China gives heavy debt to these small countries whose economy is very low. In return, which those countries cannot refund the money to China back. So CPEC leads to the economic imperialism between China and Pakistan. Yeah, thank you.
Prince.
May I start? Or
Yes, you can start.
okay. Good evening, everyone. Today, my lecture topic is climate change, and since it is an umbrella term, it includes uh, many factors like pollution, human activities, global warming, and in recent time, in North India, you guys must have observed that during the monsoon season, there is a heavy to very heavy rainfall in Delhi. It is flooded in many areas. All this because of climate change. Because of climate change, nowadays summers are too hot and long, and winters are very short. Due to and Since government is taking many initiative to resolve this problem, you guys must have listened about COP meetings, and in India, government has said that India will become a carbon negative nation by the year 2000. I think 2075 or something. I cannot remember the year. To deal with this situation, uh, all over the world is taking many initiatives, and for lower level, we should take initiative to resolve this problem. Like we should not indulge in activities like which leads to climate change. Like many method in day-to-day life we can use, like carpooling, and because of the pollution is one of the main factor that is one of the main factor behind the climate change. Thank you.
Are you there? You have one
Yes,
minute
sir.
though. If you
Yes,
want
I'm
to
there.
prepare, you
Okay.
can.
Okay. Hello. Can I start?
Yes, Rohit, please start. I was about to say.
Okay. Yeah. Am I visible and audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Friends, I've chosen a topic of India's space program. So if we talk about India's space program, it is talked about all around the world today, as we have just launched the Chandrayaan 3 mission that there is. and sooner it is going to land on moon as well. However, if we go to the roots of Indian space program, we'll find its roots back in the day after we got independence, when after some years only we had our first lab of ISRO as we know it today. As days went by, we also launched our first mission, which is Aryabhatta, which was a satellite that we launched with the help of Russia. And as days went by, with other neighbors and other relatives of ours, like UK and France, we soon developed other engines as well. One of the pioneering engines was that of Vikas. We had the Mangalyaan mission as well. Apart from that, we also got to know that there were few pioneering names in the Indian space program, likes of APJ Abdul Kalam, then Satish Dhawan, then Vikram Sarabhai, and also Santis Nambi. Apart from that, I think uh, there are a few setbacks that we had to face early on in the Indian space program only. The first setback was that we were a bit late to the party of satellite launching, as because the European communities were much ahead of us at that time. Other than that, I think from the initial days only there have been a lack of funding that we are having in the India space program. Other than that, there has been a general, uh, I would say, unawareness among the diaspora about what space is and what technologies it has. If we look at how the India space program can help India in growing, we can look at the various effects India's space program is currently having, as gaining a good name and reputation for India abroad. Apart from that, having us on the technological, I would say, good side, as we are developing rockets and various other technologies on a regular basis. About how we can improve Indian space program, I think the first and foremost thing is to improve our funding in the same. As days have gone by, we have seen how the fundings have increased. Uh, I would say all thanks to this, the good work of the scientists and also the good political will that there has been. Apart from that, the integration of private players in the same market, as we are seeing on a daily basis, rockets are being launched into space from India's government's launching vehicles only. Apart from that, the third thing would be to increase the awareness that the public is having about the India space program and how we can be a giant player in this. With this note, I would like to say that India's space program has gone from sheer rags to riches. And if we continue at this level that we are currently at, soon India will be able to surpass NASA as well. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, can I start?
Yes.
Okay, friends, today the topic of my lecture is artificial intelligence. So, what is first of all artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is a thing that eases the human efforts. We start from the beginning when we don't have calculators. Then we came with calculators. Now we don't need to purchase a separate calculator as we can get them in our mobile phones. We are having too much of technology around us. We can see through our laptops, our mobile phones, and the machinery that are around us. Now, talking about some recent development of the artificial intelligence, we have the Chat GPT that was launched by OpenAI. Then we have the Bard, which was launched by the Google. These are all the kind of search engines where you put on the information and you get everything out of it in just a seconds, minutes, and in seconds. And you can get and reach out to any information that you would like. So, and one more example I would like to quote here is by saying that Odisha became the first state in India itself that had an AI robo that would be, telling the news and narrating the news to the people. So these are the steps that are taken by different people and the governments. Now let's talk about what are the positive outcomes and what are the pros and cons of the artificial intelligence. Now talking about the pros of the artificial intelligence, the first prone pros is that it eases the human efforts. As we know that even nowadays, if we need to find some information over the Google, it takes us more than a minute, or sometimes it takes a lot in duration of time to search out that information. But just because of the chat GPT and these kind of artificial intelligence technology, what we can do is we can just put on that keywords, like if I want to get an essay on some global warming or some critical issues that is very hard to find on the internet, then I'll just put on that keywords and I'll get in seconds about a good amount of paragraph and essays that I would like to have. The second is reduces cost. As I've told you that artificial intelligence eases work, so it also helps in reduction of the cost. As because the like earlier the if a work is to be done by 50 people, now that can be replaced by the artificial intelligence and the cost is already reduced. The third benefit out of artificial intelligence that we can generate and have new kind of varieties that were not developed in the earlier stage. In the new, like we are sending robots to the space station, to the space, to the moon and other kind of space places where it is very inhabitable for the human being to be there. Number four is that and now coming to the cons, like people are having very lack of awareness, as they don't know that they're thinking that it will generate unemployment on those people that are already working. But no, it is not like that, my friends. It is already earlier we were having we don't have any calculators and computers for doing the mathematical and calculation part. But when these came, then we have other job opportunities, like we had the job for the repairman of the computers, some tech guys that develop software for these kind of programs. So this will generate employment, and at the end I will say that artificial intelligence is the future of the world, and everyone should appreciate it and generate awareness so that no one is misguided about the information of artificial intelligence. Thank you.
Shrestha, you can start.
Shall I start?
Yes. Yes.
Good evening, friends. My topic is Chandrayaan 3. Coming to Chandrayaan 3, it is the latest and the milestone mission for our ISRO. Chandrayaan 3 is a successor for its previous mission, Chandrayaan 2. In Chandrayaan 2, our orbiter was successful, but the launch vehicle crashed land. So it was an impact landing. It is important. Why Chandrayaan 3 is important is because our space is a multi-billion dollar business, and if we are able to do a soft landing on Chandrayaan 2 on moon with Chandrayaan 3, it will make an impact on the world, and we can take international satellite programs or international tasks so that we can earn money through it. Now, coming to the cost of Chandrayaan 3, it is 650 crores, which is even lesser than the previous Chandrayaan 2. It shows how efficient our ISRO program is. Coming to what is the build of Chandrayaan 3? It has a lander, it has a and it has a lander, and it has a uh, lander is called Vikram, and it has a rover which is called Pragyan. So previous time there was a orbiter whose successful whose mission was successful, and hence we don't require the orbiter this time. From the previous Chandrayaan 2, our Chandrayaan 3 has its landers legs have strengthened, and hence it can take the impact. Why was Chandrayaan 2 unsuccessful was that due to technical glitch, we were unable to connect to uh, our lander and the rover, and hence it crash landed with an impact. Hence, our technology has been improved so that we can connect and we can land it properly. Now, in Chandrayaan 3, one more important thing is our launcher, that is LVM-3. Why is it as important is that it has more payload, 4,000 tons more payload in the previous, that is GSLV 2. And why is this important is that it is the rocket, so we can send more heavier payloads to the sky and the orbiter for surveillance. Why is Chandrayaan 3 important is that moon, only 40% of the moon. So only one part of the moon is visible to us, whereas other part is not. And where it's going, our Chandrayaan is going to land is in the darker part, which is not visible to Earth. So So there it has said that in the crates there are water, tons of million tons of water, rare metals, and these rare metals waters can be utilized for humanitarian causes and for better understanding of the moon and its and the solar system's beginning. I would like to conclude by saying Chandrayaan-3 is a milestone mission which can show the world how us very good and how we can earn money through this. Also, it helps us military. It helps us to have a military surveillance on our neighbors, and also help our those different countries to launch satellites and other orbiters. Thank you.
Alright, everyone. So it was nice lecture from every one of you.
You
Abhishek,
don't need a topic.
no, I'm not speaking. I'll participate from next week. Don't worry. Okay. So let me give you the feedback. Abhishek, since you have not turned on the camera, you have spoken on T20. So I'm not sure, like, regarding your confidence, whether you were speaking with your own content or I mean, just seeing somewhere and speaking here. Though content was really good and you have taken 2 minutes, so the only suggestion is just utilize 3 minutes. Try to do it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Then second is Manthan. At initial, you have started really well, but on 20 or 25 second, I mean, particularly at that time, you seemed a bit nervous. You were using, so that didn't seem good. And later on, you came on track. Confidence in content was good. Uh, but after 2 minutes, I mean, you have given some factual data regarding budget, so that was also great. But after a while, you have used that word imperialism, and you started describing it, and because of that, I mean, just mention that word and highlight other things like other intention of China rather than describing one word and spending more time there. So that's that. You have
Okay,
taken
Shweta.
you have taken 2 minutes 53 seconds. Then comes to Prince. Prince, just
Shweta, how
don't
much?
say
83.
two 2 minutes 53 seconds.
Okay, right.
Then comes to Prince. Just don't say I can't remember. I think. I mean, it shows that you are not confident about whatever you were speaking, right? So you were going there for a leadership position, so be confident about what you are delivering. Also, you look bit static today. It could have been a little bit more energetic while you were delivering your content. You have taken 2 minutes. Then
Okay,
comes to
thank you.
okay. Then Rohit, it was good. You have named few scientists, which was good again. But I think before directly jumping onto challenges and regarding the cons aspect, you could have highlighted more achievements like successful mission, their increased role in military weather forecasting and studies and this work from home and all those culture and all these. So you have taken 3 minutes 5 seconds.
Got it.
Okay. Then comes to Sagar. It was good. I mean, really good. You have improved immensely in short span of time, because just 2 months back you were not this confident, and you used to not have this kind of content as well. I mean, I can show you the previous recording. So the kind of improvement you were making, it's really good, and I think you are the only one who's showing this kind of progress, who's there from initial, and it really seems good. So you have taken 3 minutes 18 seconds. Then coming to Shrestha, I would say before jumping to content, try to frame your narration. Like, first explain what exactly you're gonna deliver. You have chosen Chandrayaan 3, so first just give the overview. Like first I'm gonna define what exactly is Chandrayaan-3, then we will see the resources that have been used into it, then we will see its importance and challenges. So in challenges you could have described the comparison part, which you already mentioned, and then in conclusion you could have mentioned the future scenario of Chandrayaan-3, like the future benefits. So what happened today, you were speaking directly, so it didn't seem like a framed narration. uh, I mean, if you are a graduate person, that's the least expectation. I'm not speaking from GTO aspect, but just giving a suggestion. Just give overall the index kind of thing, like what exactly you're gonna speak. And you have taken 3 minutes 10 seconds. And content was
Got it.
good. Whatever you have spoken, it was good. So that's all from my side.